What's up, gang? As you can see, getting ready to tear into the Hustler. I'm going to pull the motor off, set it up on the workbench, and hopefully get things figured out about what's going on with it. Got to get all the cables and wires and all that fun happy crap disconnected. And some of you may have already noticed or been notified I changed my Zippos vlogs over to Zippo Varga 2, and the reason I did that, I'm not a vlogger, and the last video I put up, what I wanted to do, I don't have a very interesting life, so Varga 2 is just going to be a oddities video channel. So just when I'm out goofing around and doing stuff. So anyway, I'll catch you guys in a little bit, just as soon as I get that engine out of that Hustler. Forgot to tell you guys, I got a new spinner, solid brass. It's been released from its greasy, grimy grave. And I gotta show you guys just how hard this thing's been rode and how wet it was put away. You see that frame? And it's on both sides. This frame is absolutely destroyed. Unbelievable. So I'm gonna give the owner a call, have him come out and take a look at it before I get too deep into the engine and see exactly what it is that he wants to do. I'll tell you, I mean, this is some heavy gauge steel. I don't know if you guys can tell. Let's take a look here. You see how thick that steel is? That's at least 11 gauge steel, 1/8 inch steel. And look at the damage. So when this was hit, somehow it has buckled that engine mounting surface. Unbelievable. I mean, and it's even got a reinforcing plate down here. The reinforcing plate did its job, but it has bowed on the front end where there's not a reinforcing plate, and each one of the hydro release lever holes are split. I don't know how well you can see it, but I mean, even the motor itself has been jostled around so much that the holes have been pulled up and elongated. This bolt right here I actually had to cut out because it was stripped. When I see something that's been put through this much hell, look at this bolt right here. It's just about ready to pull through just from the impacts. When I see something that's been this neglected, it really is heartbreaking. And it's not that old. I think it's 15 years old, of 2002. But I mean, if he wants me to just patch it, I'll patch it. You know, who's to say it won't last another 5 or 6 years? But my personal opinion is putting money into this, the money it's going to take for me to pull this back bumper off, straighten it out. The front's just has been mangled just as bad. I don't know what in the world this guy was hitting. Front's mangled just as bad. This rear support for the engine being busted the way that it is, it just makes me wonder, you know, how secure the hydro pumps are. I mean, they're fairly well protected, but they are literally just a couple of inches in front of the engine, forward of the engine. You can tell by the sound of my voice, and it's just, it's almost like, you know, euthanizing your dog because it's got a hangnail. I mean, that's extreme, but you guys get the picture. You get what I'm talking about. Incredible. And you can see better here now that there is no blower fan in there whatsoever. None. Now, I've already had the blower housing cover off. I've already done a compression test. This cylinder here is way down on compression, which is typical. The lower cylinders are usually the ones that take the brunt because they get clogged up easier, which I learned on that Poulan. It's a GVX 620. They're hardy engines. I just don't know how much abuse this engine can take and keep going, but we'll get into the rest of it. You can see the front here. Foot plate is what's he hitting? Has this thing been in a demolition derby? He's just trying to resurrect it. Now see how straight that deck wheel is? It's a little bit bent. Look at this one over here. I don't even know what the back wheels look like. There might not be any on the back of the deck. But all I've got to say is, wow. Oh, and the clutch. There's something else. Let me get over here. I'll show you guys the clutch. The bearings are completely shot in the clutch. I had to hold it together when I took it apart, when I took it off. Bearings are just shot. So that's a Warner Electric mag stop, and this particular clutch is between $200 and $300 just for the clutch. Wow. I don't know. I'll have the owner come over. I'll show him my findings before I get any deeper into this and let him decide what it is he wants to do. If he wants to keep moving forward, I'll keep moving forward. But Lord have mercy. Alright. Well, I'm almost depressed because of the condition of this thing. Isn't that insane? That's silly. But it does. It hurts. I mean, it pained me with the Poulons out in the garage. It pained me when I caused the Poulons injuries. People, you've got to take care of your equipment. Hang on. So I don't have to sit here and hold it. You've got to take care of your equipment. Wow. Now, you guys are probably laughing at me. Look at Zippo, he's about ready to start crying. No, but Lord, I mean, I could probably force a tear. Wait. No tears are coming. But still, what the heck? I have a feeling this 15-year-old hustler just wow. I don't even really know what to say. How does somebody I'm speechless. How do you manage that much damage? I'll tell you. It must be rugged. It must be tough. It made it up to this point. But I'm not even going to clean the engine. In fact, I'm going to leave everything sit just right where it's at till I get the owner out here and show him the carnage. And that the engine saddle is welded to the frame. Anyway, you guys are just sitting here watching me just being dumbfounded, so that's going to be it for this for right now. After I get the owner out here and hear from him, we'll find out what he wants to do, whether he wants to move forward or what he wants to do, because I don't charge a lot, but he is not going to like my bill, just from what I've just from what I've got right here. That's without even tearing the engine apart or anything like that. I may break the bore scope out and go ahead and check the bores on the cylinders and see if they're trashed. We may get away with a honing and re-ring. I don't know. I've used my bore gauges and make sure that I don't have elliptical sleeves. But just wow, really. That's 9 minutes of you guys watching me pout over a silly zero turn. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna see if I can't get into something else. I'll see all you guys on the next one. I swear I will. I promise I will. I will be on the next video. Don't worry about me not being on the next video. Guarantee it, 100%. I promise. I will be on the next video. So just don't sweat it. All right, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood Zippo. Talk to y'all later. Out. Okay, guys. The verdict is in. Mark just stopped by, and I showed him the damage to the frame, like I showed you guys. This crack there. Then I picked up that pile, and the frame is kind of hard to see, all cracked there. And told him ballpark what it was going to run to repair it, and he said he'd be better off just going and buying a new one, and then knowing that he's going to have it for quite a few years. So I kind of figured that was the direction it was going to go. So he's going to be talking to his neighbor to see what his neighbor's willing to give him for it, because he's been itching for it. And then he's going to get back with me and let me know if the neighbor wants me to leave it as is or to put it back together. I'm guessing he's going to want me to put it back together. So no big payday for Zippo on this one, but certainly saved Mark a lot of money. And you know, I told him about the clutch being bad, and about we even bore scoped, oh, that poor engine. We bore scoped the engine. You guys would not believe, there's probably a ½ inch of carbon on the cylinder here, on the lower cylinder. And he said, yeah, after I'd get running it for about 15 or so minutes, it pretty much smoked like a freight train. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it short so I can tack us on to the rest of the videos. This will be getting out of here in short order, and then I have to look at his trailer, because his trailer lights are not working with the truck that he's pulling the trailer with. So that should be easy enough to check out. And then the next day he'll come pick it up, and it'll be out of my hair. Yay! All right. Sometimes they get repaired. Sometimes people just don't want them fixed. That's it. This is Zippo. Catch you guys on the next one.